All right, everyone, today I want to talk to you about how to fix or prevent shin pain. When you first experience shin pain, the most important thing you do at that point is you got to go into what we call active rest. All right? What do I mean by active rest? It means you've got to stop doing things that make your shins hurt. For instance, if you're running and that makes your shins hurt, then hey, we need to do something like maybe either bike, maybe do an elliptical trainer, something of that nature. Maybe just hit the weight room until the shins calm down, right? Usually 5 to 7 days, if you catch it early and don't try to bang through it, it's gonna fix you up. Number two, we gotta get you in the correct shoe. Now there's 3 types of running shoes. There's a neutral, there's a stability, and there's a motion control shoe. Getting you in the correct shoe is going to be the best way to prevent this from happening in the future. Now, a lot of people may say, well, how big a deal are shoes? Well, let me give you an example, right? When I was running marathons, I had a friend, and we did lots of long runs, 14, 16, 20-mile runs, right? And this friend switched shoes one Saturday. Basically, he bought some new shoes and came in. And this is a guy who was running 16 miles, 18, 20 miles on a weekend, right? And he put these shoes on, and we got about 2 miles in the run, and his shins were killing him, right? And what I learned that day was it was shoes, right? Because guess what? He said, I can't finish, I got shins, don't know what's happening. The next weekend, he brought his old shoes back, and he ran 18 miles, no problem, right? Shoes are huge, right? Now, if you wear the middle of your heel off and you have an arch, you can probably get away with a neutral shoe. Most people, that's what you're going to come home with if you don't know what you're buying, a neutral shoe. Now, if you're like me, if you look at my shoe, right, you can tell that outside heel wears down, right? I have what you'd call a normal arch, but I wear the outside heel of my shoe off. I need a stability shoe, right? Then you have folks who are flat-footed, right? If you have a flat-footed person, or if you're that flat-footed person, then guess what? You need a motion control shoe. Get the right shoe, and that's going to be a big part of keeping you running. Next, all right, you want to make sure you're getting plenty of calcium, but most of us get plenty of calcium, all right? So the next thing you need to do is you need to make sure calcium is going to your bones, right? There's a vitamin K2 MK7, and when you have adequate amounts of vitamin K2, it basically tells calcium to go to bones. So if you want to speed your recovery up, I would suggest getting vitamin K2 MK7. Number 4, right? Make sure that you never increase your mileage too much too fast, right? For instance, if you're a couch potato and you decide I'm going to run 5K, right? And you go out and you try to run 3 miles the first day, there's a good chance you're going to wind up with shin pain. The rule of thumb is don't increase your mileage by any more than 10%, right? So once again, going from the couch to 5K, very first day you go out, half mile. Do that and gradually increase from there. Number 5, you want to be careful if you're running on roads that have a high slant to them, right? That uneven surface can set you up for shin pain, as well as running on tracks that have tight curves. A lot of places that have indoor tracks, you're constantly turning, that can also set you up for shin pain. Another biggie is running on concrete, especially if you do a lot of running on sidewalks, right? That is another precursor to shin pain. So, like I said, if you can at all, run on asphalt, run on a softer surface, get on a treadmill. Last but not least, a lot of times, if you're overweight, that sets you up for shin pain. Because one thing I haven't talked about, except for when we're talking about the vitamin K2 and K7, most of the time shin pain is a bone issue, right? your bones are not remodeling fast enough. And one of the things that can occur if you're overweight is you're putting a lot of stress on that lower leg bone when you're running. So another thing I would say is, you gotta pay attention to your diet. You gotta work your diet as hard as you do your workouts. The other thing is, if you start having shin pain and you're overweight, do some other things to help cut the weight off before you start a running program.